Yes, folks, it's the WC World Championship breaking news. Curt Schilling gets fired. Now, let me say it like this. Now, this is a touchy issue, and some people are going to agree with me. Some people not going to agree with me. It's my First Amendment right to say whatever I want, just like it's the First Amendment right for Curt Schilling to say whatever he said. Let me break this thing down. Like, if you follow Curt Schilling's career, I would look. I'm a big Orioles fan. I'm a big Nationals fan. Orioles fan before Nationals fan. Curt Schilling was here in Baltimore for a brief period. I think he began his career here in Baltimore, if I'm not correct. For all those baseball purists that come to this video. But anyway, Schilling has always been a flamboyant, type of guy. You know what I'm saying? An in your face type of guy. A not back down type of guy, and he's always been that way throughout his baseball career and even as an analyst for ESPN. Now, in this video, it's not like I'm not going to sit up here and attack, the transgender people like Curt Schilling kind of did. It's not like Schilling like flat out attacked anybody at all. He basically said, look, this is my opinion. This is how I feel. I think that, hey, if you're born with a male penis or a penis, you should take yourself to a man's bathroom and use the bathroom because you're basically still a man. I mean, but in the United States of America, things are so politically correct nowadays. I mean, 10, 15 years ago, this stuff wouldn't have happened at all. But they don't want people to, judge people off of their gender or their creed or anything like that. But the stuff it is what it is. Institutionalized racism is still a big problem in this country. 30 something years later after MLK and what I'm saying, and Malcolm X, not even 30, it's more like 50, or like 50, 60 something years later. It's still going on. So it's like, you know, we as a human beings, as a human race, have not come along too far to the point where we should be able to, down each other or disgrace or put down each other for a simple opinion. It's not like, Curt Schilling said that they should be put into, a dumpster and lit on fire or anything like that. He didn't say that. What he said is that, it's just that the laws are being bent and changed in favor of things that are just a little bit inhumane, that are just kind of ass backwards. And the whole notion that that a man that's transgender can go into a bathroom with a woman. I don't know. It's just kind of you just gotta shrug your head. But at the same time, it's like, man, the First Amendment right just does not exist. I mean, it's almost like it's just not there anymore. Like, you just can't say whatever you want to say. Like, people will just come out in droves and say that you're completely wrong for what you said, even though that's your opinion. Like, if I disagree with you, then I'm this or I'm sellout. Or in the black community, I compare this to the craziness in the black community. If I feel as though that Rihanna's song sucks, oh my God, man, you're a sellout, you a coon, you this and this. Or if I say that Africa Bambaataa did something with little boys or something, oh man, you're not a hip hop purist. Or if you don't like Bill Cosby, then you're not black or something. Or if you believe that he didn't do it, or it's just a whole bunch of things in this country that's so politically correct. And this is one of those things where nobody's exempt. But I wanted to make this video about ESPN and hypocrisy that ESPN likes to put out through their product. And it's just it's sad, but it's like when you see the whole situation with Stephen A. Smith and Michelle Beadle, and the whole thing about the alleged what is it called, domestic violence thing that went on between those two, and a conversation about it. And this was like, what, not even 2 years ago, not even a year ago. I think it's between that time period. And you see the straight up attack that Michelle Beadle laid down on Stephen A. Smith. All right, and then the fact that this guy had to come out and apologize But Michelle Beadle didn't have to say anything. She didn't have to apologize for her reaction. She was not suspended for her reaction. So it's just like, if Curt Schilling was Michelle Beadle, would he still have a job? I mean, we have to start asking those questions in this society. You understand what I'm trying to say? The privilege of running your mouth should not just not apply to just one or two people. This is what my problem is with ESPN. Now they couldn't let this go on because this is bad publicity, and they could, it's like Hulk Hogan with the WWE, him saying the N word under any concept, under any context is a bad thing. But I understand why ESPN did what they did, but it's just, the freedom of speech. If Michelle Beadle can feel that way about what, you know, uh, Stephen A. Smith said and not face any consequences, Stephen A. Smith gets suspended for a whole week. And I'm gonna tell you like this: Stephen A. Smith deserves to get suspended for a whole week. Some of the stupid stuff he said. But the way I'm relating this to this situation is that Curt Schilling is basically giving his opinion. You understand what I'm trying to say? And whether you like it or not, yeah, he didn't back down from it one bit, and he shouldn't have because it's his opinion. But you can't work for a publicly traded company like that and have, overt opinions like that because it's bad publicity. They could lose millions of dollars off of just based off of this. But the First Amendment right in the United States of America just doesn't exist anymore, and this is pure proof. You know what I'm saying? This story is a little bit bigger than what Curt Schilling said. Like I said, I don't agree with him. If you listen to the video, you know that I don't necessarily agree with what he said in the context of where he said it, but it's his right to say whatever he wants to say. And the hypocrisy at ESPN. I mean, it's clearly shown here. It's almost like they don't. It's almost like they expect for people not to be able to see the hypocrisy. You understand what I'm trying to say? So let me know how you guys feel, man. Curt Schilling gets fired. You think he deserved to get fired? Um, what do you think about the First Amendment, man? I mean, does it exist? It can't exist in certain contexts anymore. It's just, you can't say anything under any. You just can't say anything. You have to be hush about everything. So let me know how you guys feel. WC.